hello.
We just watched the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it was alright. But, wait, am I allowed to spoil anything? Or am I not?
What do you think of it?
Good movie, solid movie, at least, 7.5 out of 10 I would give it.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a 8 out of 10. It's pretty good.
Hello, Medis, it's me, Zudakind. I'm here with Robo Madness.
Bonjour!
And here we are finally here reviewing the film The Suicide Squad. Now, it's been a while since we originally intended to record. We apologise, we've been busy.
My fault, unfortunately.
Well, yeah,
Sorry about
Robo's
that
been busy.
again.
We originally wanted to do it. Well, I've said this like in the Venom trailer. I'm not sure if you heard as well. But
I watched the video, don't worry about it, I know.
yeah, just in case if anyone hasn't watched it, then I'll just really quickly explain again.
Got it.
So we originally intended to record this and maybe hopefully upload it either on the day that we went out and watched it, but later when we got back, or either when Robo was free to do it, because I explained that Robo is very busy at the moment with his job and stuff. So yeah, do you want to explain, like, just
I've been busy with work and other things lately. It doesn't give me a lot of wriggle room to do certain things I want to do sometimes, so unfortunately I need to manage a few things before I can actually start to do anything.
yeah,
It's also partially why I haven't uploaded recently. It's just been quite hectic, so I really haven't been feeling it this recently.
yeah, so we're lucky to do it right now. So better, I guess, it's better late than never.
Yeah.
Right. So The Suicide Squad. Quite possibly one of my most anticipated movies of this year. And all I can just say is that it was a fucking blast.
It was a great movie, and what a title! They went from Suicide Squad to The Suicide Squad. Only
Which
3
makes sense
letters
now.
more, but how long did they take to come up with that title?
Right. We're gonna start off, as always, with our thoughts on the movie. Actually, wait, hold on. Shall we just give a quick introduction of, like, because obviously the movie's out, and
It is actually. I think it's actually been released in America in theaters today because I watched.
No, I think it's
tonight.
tomorrow.
I watch a. It was August. It started at August 5th to August 6th is when it was released on cinemas and HBO Max. Because I watched a Tonight Show with the actual director Marco Robbie and John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good video. Very hilarious. John Cena was actually wearing the Peacemaker outfit. And
Yeah.
apparently there's a Peacemaker TV show I didn't know about.
I think I told you that recently, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I might have forgotten, but now
yeah.
I need to look for that.
Yeah. Yeah. That was Jimmy Kimmel, I think. Yeah. The talk show thing. Yeah.
It was a talk show like that, anyway.
Yeah. So where were we? Oh yeah, the introduction. Shall we give a brief introduction of what the film's about? It's not a sequel or a prequel, or it's a soft reboot, shall we say?
I would say it's actually a sequel, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, yeah, they explained that it's not a... hold on. They explained that it's not a full-on sequel, but there are some elements to the original film, but it's not like a continuation to the original, that they said. The crew, I mean.
I guess,
So yeah, basically, the Suicide Squad, is basically based off the comic book by John Ostrander. What was his name again? John
Cena?
No,
John Austin or something?
John Ostrander, I think his name is. I apologise. Well, you watched the video, didn't you?
Which one? I watched a
The
lot
talk
of videos.
show one. The Suicide Squad. Hold on. The Suicide
I
Squad.
watched a lot of videos. I watched it again this morning just to touch up on a few things about Suicide Squad, but I forgot. All I know is the comic book, I think I might have seen it in Sainsbury's when I went there last. Apparently they were reselling it. I'm just happy to see so many great characters remastered into live action.
Yeah. So it's based off the comics. And do you want to give a bit of insight of what the movie's about?
The movie is about the Suicide Squad.
Don't give too much away. Just give a little bit of a slippy.
I'll go more into details about the Suicide Squad, but not the actual movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see. If you want me to stop, just say stop it, and then it's just a matter of I can hear you or not. The movie is about a team of villains, I'll say, that are a Black Ops team to do...
shit supervillains, as James Gunn put it.
Yes, the bad supervillains and just shitty people that have been put together by, I think, like a government agency called Task Force X, aka the Suicide Squad. Where, in most of the comic books and in the opinion of the director of this movie, where most of the Suicide Squad in every single comic book die. Like, I swear, if you were to get a comic book with the Suicide Squad in it, I would promise you at least 2 people, or even more, would die in the comic books. And, it really held up to the reputation. I really loved seeing so many characters remastered, especially my favourite character in the movie, which Oliver already knows.
Wait, you said remastered, didn't you? Sorry, remastered to me sounds...
because...
Right, sorry about that. We came in a little bit of disturbance. So we were at the... we were talking about... we were talking about... I was questioning remastered, because obviously you love King Shark, but he wasn't in the original. What I thought of you were saying was remastered as in, remastered from the original. I was like, what?
I meant by... I probably should have said remade, because, bad phrasing, I would say. And because King Shark in the original comics, when he made his first appearance, was a hammerhead. And then later on they changed him in TV shows and comic books to be a great white.
Yeah.
And there is actually a Suicide Squad video game coming in 2022.
What, as in this, based on this film?
No.
I've heard of it, yeah. I've seen that teaser, yeah.
But for some reason King Shark is very intelligent and... Captain Boomerang is just... all Deadshot's back in it as well. And apparently they're hired to kill the Justice League, I think. Because in the trailer, they apparently have orders to kill Superman.
Oh, yeah. Right, so,
back on track.
So, introduction, we were talking about, what were we talking about?
You take it from here, I'm lost.
Right, so, basically based on, basically it's based off the comics. I'm not sure if any of the comics are, I don't think... No, this is just a made story from James Gunn himself. I don't think it's... The group is based off the comics, but not the actual story.
Yeah.
I don't think.
That's what most comic book movies would do. Like, they would make an entirely new story, but take aspects of different stories to make it a bit more
Yeah.
cinematic and closer to the source material.
And obviously we see Starro in the trailer, which kind of surprised us all, didn't it?
What a giant starfish that literally looks like a cartoon bad guy is the giant villain of this movie.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just get straight into thoughts on the movie before watching it. So what did you think? No, what were your thoughts, and also how were you feeling about the movie before watching it? After watching trailers and stuff.
I felt quite positive about the movie when I first heard it announced because I enjoyed, or I could manage, the original Suicide Squad, and I thought a remake or remastered version of the Suicide Squad. I thought this could be a new chance for DC because they've already rebooted quite a few of their old films. And I thought it would be cool, but what I didn't know then is they're not having Deadshot in this one, unfortunately. But I could manage without it because we've got Bloodsport, the man who took down Superman in some of the comics. I bet Lex Luthor's a bit jealous there, mate.
Yeah,
Going into the movie, I would. Huh?
yeah, I was just gonna say that it didn't Amanda Waller say that he something to do with it,
Amanda Waller said
something about a kryptonite bullet.
Bloodsport, the man who put Superman in
The
ER with a kryptonite bullet.
ECU, whatever the fuck it's called. The
ECR.
No. ECU or some shit.
ER.
I don't know.
I think it might be the ER. I don't know. It's probably just ER or. Either way, he got into the hospital with a kryptonite bullet. Love the costume and mask, by the way, for Bloodsport. When I went into the movie, I felt quite good about it. Can't speak.
ECU.
At least an 8.5 out of 10 going in.
ICU.
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 Either way,
Yeah.
What are your opinions going into the movie?
Yeah, I was pretty hyped up about it. I actually rewatched the original the night before we went to go watch this one. And
I did the same.
oh yeah. And not to shit on the original director, even though he didn't. His final product wasn't his. Warner Brothers screwed it up. It was definitely more. It was a definite improvement to the original.
Definitely 10 times over.
Yeah, the trailers just literally hyped me up. I love the songs in them. Obviously, the first song in the trailer is called "Dirty Work" by Steely Dan, which some of you may know. He's like a 70s alternative artist. So yeah, the music in the trailers were awesome. The second trailer, called Rain, I think, was pretty awesome as well. Like the way that the crew, like the editor, whoever edited the trailers, was awesome. Like the way, like, you know, like with like sound effects
work.
and the music at the same time. Like, it goes with the flow.
It has a nice flow and energy to the movie that everyone can just easily get into and just love about the movie, I would say.
Yeah, I really did put my hopes up to the film, and
it definitely
near to the the day that before I went to meet up with you guys, I was I didn't really want to get my hopes up too much because I didn't really want to like ruin it for myself. But I was hoping so because, you know, James Gunn's done Guardians and stuff, and that I love those films. But obviously, as Warner Brothers gave, because did you know that James Gunn got fired from Disney? Yeah, he got fired from Disney because of some like old tweets on Twitter. I think like I don't know, negative tweets or something. And then they fired him, and then DC grappled him and said to him that, oh, you can choose whatever you want to do, and we'll be there to support you. So he decided to do the Suicide Squad, and he did his own vision, and then all of a sudden Disney rehired him to do Volume 3 of Guardians. Ridiculous, to be honest. Yeah.
Really?
Absolute fucking shambles.
I recently watched a video that said about Marvel, Disney's Marvel crew. Like, if people sign a contract to become a part of Marvel, they can not be part of DC's universe of movies. So that's a bit weird that I'm just hearing that now.
Also, something that really put up my excitement. I put a short video on like a week ago almost now, which was the tweet that the comment that the Suicide Squad Warner Brothers Twitter account, the verified account, commented and liked the post. I don't like talking about it too much because I don't like to brag about it. I'm not really a person that brags, but it just really put my hopes up and made me feel like they actually care, because some like famous, whether that's celebrities or like companies, don't have time to do that sort of thing. But yeah, that was awesome. So coming back onto the thoughts before watching it.
Moving on back to the Suicide Squad. This is a review, not a rant video.
Yeah. So yeah, I was really excited, and I was, what's the word? I keep forgetting the fucking word. Really,
interested, invested.
Yeah, I guess invested is the word. In watching this, because I just hope it did. I hope. Well, this is before I watched it. I just hope that it was an improvement to the original version. The original.
I definitely have to see. I definitely have to say, DC has been stepping it up on the special effects, the editing, and the actual scripting of their movies recently.
They have a more of a gritty, darker side at the moment, don't they?
Yeah, there's like a meme going around that DC stands for depressed characters, but that was a while ago. But I just have to say, DC definitely, if they wait a few years, they might actually one-up Marvel. I have like partial confidence on that, actually. Hashtag DC over Marvel, but I love them both equally.
Yeah. Right. Is there anything else you want to say about before watching it? Is there anything you need to mention or wants to mention?
I was happy to see Captain Boomerang again because the accent, the stereotype of an Australian guy just was so funny. And the dumb shark.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's move on to thoughts on the movie after watching it.
Also a little sad about they didn't add Deadshot back in.
Yeah, I think Will Smith did a good job on Deadshot.
He did a great job with Deadshot.
I just wish they, put more, more thoughts into him. Yeah, more
soul into the old one.
It didn't help that Warner Brothers obviously, fucked it up.
It's always the studio with their final edits and cuts and redos.
So what are your thoughts on the movie after watching it then?
After watching it, wait, is this the point where I can spoil it? Well, if an American audience is watching this video and they haven't seen it yet, that's their fault for clicking on it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has released for us as well. So I've seen other people like, yeah, fuck it, just do it. It's cool.
I was actually quite shocked with the movie as soon as the first scene in the battle scene, as soon as they even got onto the island, because you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
aren't
just
you?
quickly. Sorry, I know I keep interrupting your bit, but I forget a lot, and I just need to put this out. I honestly,
I like
it
the
was a bit
introduction.
strange. Sorry, I know I
Sorry.
keep interrupting, but I
Sorry.
when I saw the when it came on, because obviously the first when it first opened up with like obviously Warner Brothers and DC and such,
Yep.
it opened up straight up to the prison bit again, like the first one. So it kind of threw me a little bit. Sorry,
Yep.
continue.
Actually, that was a different prison. That was a different prison from the last one.
Yeah, I know that. It's just that showing that again, like after like the original showed, like the prison.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, you can continue.
I love the introductions when they had the new characters, and then he was like amateurs. So this is the famous Suicide Squad, and as soon as they got into the battle scene, the dumbest death in the movie, the character Weasel. Do you remember
Yeah.
him? The Weasel could not swim because they jumped out of a helicopter or helicarrier or whatever it was.
And no one
kind of
told them that he
spinning.
couldn't swim.
Did no one check if the Weasel could swim?
Jesus, that.
Seriously, that was so stupid. Like, and the people were literally making bets on who was gonna die. Like, in the original Suicide Squad movie, only like one person from the Suicide Squad died, like El Diablo. Like, usually in a Suicide Squad comic, like at least two people would die, or at least
I
half the
thought
team.
the random dude died, the one that wasn't really put on that much. I've forgotten I don't know his name.
Which one? TDK, Javelin, Moscow, or the one who played Yondu?
No,
I
the
forgot his
original
name.
I'm talking about, the one that they killed off. The
Not Captain
no,
Boomerang. You
the
reminded
original
me.
film, the original Suicide Squad. It came out a few years ago. Yeah, I thought you were talking
Yeah, what
about
about it?
the ones that they killed off. I thought they only killed one, which was that random, the one that I don't even remember.
El Diablo. No, I've already gone past that. Like in the original Suicide Squad movie, they only killed off one character, but in this one, they've killed at least 1, 2, 3, 4.
But remember in the original
Five,
when they were
6.
going to each other saying, "Oh, pass this on," and share it around like they were gonna escape and try and kill them. And then
Actually, in the original Suicide Squad movie, they killed off 2. Actually, El Diablo and Flip
who's
Dot.
that?
The guy that didn't have an introduction at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, well, that's him. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think.
But that was a bit weird because why would they have a character
Yeah.
then not give him an introduction? It's kind of like setting him up
Anyway,
to die.
continue
anyway.
on to this one.
Yes. I was quite shocked that they killed off Captain Boomerang because he was a lovable character, and when we finally see him die, he's just holding up a boomerang with a light in it. It was a symbol to the Aussie people out there, I'm guessing. I have seriously no idea why they would kill off such a funny character like Captain Boomerang, because he was a lovable character in my opinion. And to see what was the name of the guy who ran away and got his head blown up in the end? I forgot his name. Began with an S. Sombra? Not
Which one?
Sombra. No, shape.
Wait, you talking about the one that surrendered, or the one that?
The guy who had the goggles, the red leather suit.
The one that went to save a fucking weasel from drowning.
Yeah, the one who tried to save him from drowning. Spoiler alert! In the end credit scene, he's
Which
still alive.
is kind of fucking weird, to be honest.
Like, he was such a macho guy. Like, he literally called the Suicide Squad amateurs, and as soon as he saw carnage on the battlefield, people getting shot, like when shit goes to worst, he ran like a bitch. Like, he even got warned that if he didn't turn back, he would get his head blown off, and he just kept running. Bada bing, bada boom, eat a dick, fuck you, boom.
Yeah, so we were talking about the,
I also found it very weird that they would introduce so many new characters and just kill them off instantly.
yeah, everyone, yeah,
Like,
everyone
that's a very
thought,
ballsy move
everyone,
for DC.
knew that, in the first group that went on the plane, everyone apart from Rick Flag and Harley Quinn were gonna survive. And then the others would die.
Yeah. But it is quite a very strong move to kill off so many characters in the first battle scene, and they're all new characters. They killed off Blackguard, Javelin, who is actually a YouTuber called Flulu Borg. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Funny guy. But they killed off so many characters that they just introduced. It's very, very interesting move, I would say. Well, it's instant, it's fast, it's very strong because they killed off so many characters and old characters that were loved by so many people, and we're probably not going to see them in another movie.
Yeah.
Unless they do a reboot for this one as well, and that's just becoming a Fantastic Four reboot at this point.
I don't see why they would need to be
Fantastic Four, great movie, but then it's just a matter of what did the studio think? Do they think they can do better?
No, I don't think so.
I loved it, don't get me wrong. What do you think?
Yeah, it was... To be honest, you might argue... It might be, an argument, but, I think it's the best film that, I've, experienced in a cinema, to be honest.
Oh.
Like, ever.
Oh. Ooh.
How...
Care to elaborate?
What?
Care to elaborate, like, what standed out for
I know,
you?
it was the fact that it just... before watching it was just... like most films that, really hype up, like trailers really make you, the word, make you, excited. I want a better word, but, really, invested in the film. But then you think, see, this is the thing, trailers usually make the film better. And that was the trouble with the first Suicide Squad. The first trailer for the original was amazing. Like, almost everyone loved it. And then the final cut came out in theaters, and then it just, bombed. Yeah,
flopped.
Bombed.
Flopped, bombed, shitted.
Yeah, but to be honest, this really put up to my high expectations, and it didn't disappoint me.
It was something that promised and delivered.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm glad it delivered what I actually wanted it to be, because I was worried that it was gonna at least somehow screw it up a little bit, like add something about it.
It promised action, it gave us action, and boy did it give us blood and gore.
Like, there was more action and gore than I thought there was going to be, even though, I know we saw King Shark ripping some dude in half, and then eating him whole as well.
He ate a guy whole, chewed on the head of some guy, ripped someone in half, and ate several people.
It's it really was like something like it was definitely a film to go worth going for. Like
It's worth the watch, I believe.
like
you're trying
most
to say.
films that we watched this year, like well, most films. What were the other films we watched this year in cinema and reviewed? That was The Conjuring. That was
Conjuring,
that
Devil Made Me
was-
Do It, and
yeah,
Black
that-
Widow.
The Conjuring. It was. It wasn't. Yeah.
It promised, but only gave half of the delivery, in
Yeah,
my
and then
opinion.
Black Widow was okay. I mean, I wasn't over. I know we're going on to like other things, but just quickly,
Yeah.
I wasn't honestly that bothered watching it in the cinema because I just hadn't had a chance to really think about it, to be honest. But I just went to watch it anyway because it's in the cinematic universe, and I should watch it, and it'll be ages until I'll be able to watch the.
You like
final,
to keep up
yeah.
the story, like to keep up with
Yeah, and
little
also
tidbits
if I didn't go
to
watch it,
watch
then
stuff.
well, if I didn't go decide to watch it, then I'd probably have to wait like 6 months or whatever for it to come out on DVD or Blu-ray. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm glad I watched it, but was it worth the wait? Sort of.
For the Widow,
Yeah.
Black Widow movie.
Yeah, but this Suicide. Yeah,
It
the Suicide Squad
promised-
is definitely the most out
it-
there this year that we've watched. Was definitely the most.
It promised, it delivered, and we still got leftovers to love and pick at.
Do you agree that the ones that we've watched this year in cinema? Do you agree that this is the most, the most?
It's definitely sticking in my head the longest because
Also, the film.
I can
also,
sort
also
of
the-
remember.
also the
Oh,
film-
sorry.
Also, this film didn't make me bored whatsoever because like in cinemas, what time is it? How long has this been? It literally invested.
Yeah,
it literally
yeah, I
made
get
me
it.
invest in it. I didn't get bored whatsoever during the film.
You were invested in the characters and the story and what was
Yeah.
going to happen next. I'm saying.
So yeah, that it was. Honestly, it was a day to remember. To be honest, that.
Definitely. I'm still watching Suicide Squad
Yeah, I know
content
it sounds
anyway.
a bit much, but honestly, one of the best days of my life. Especially during these times as well. It was like,
Yeah, definitely.
One of the best days during-
That was a
one
good
of the best
day.
days during the pandemic because it was, I mean, if all this Corona stuff was still happening, we wouldn't be able to watch it, and it would keep, it would keep being pushed back and stuff. And then eventually it would and
yeah.
to be honest, if cases and stuff were going up still, and it would be going much worse, then it'd probably only be released on HBO Max. So then we wouldn't be able to watch it because HBO Max is not in the UK.
That's an
Yeah,
American streaming
and that would
service,
really
something
piss
we
me
don't
off.
have in Britain.
And that would have really pissed me off if that did happen.
Yes.
So yeah, well, we're really lucky to have that opportunity. It was.
To witness such a historical movie in DC's
Yeah.
universe.
Definitely one of the best. Well, I say it's one of the best DCEU universe films. Well, I've only watched part of Man of Steel, and that's really about it. Oh wait, actually, that's
do you
that's
think
a
of the
lie. Actually, I've
ending?
watched a bit of Joss Whedon's Justice League, but to be honest, that wasn't really worth it.
Definitely not worth the watch to
Yeah.
keep on watching it in spare time. What do you think of the ending then? What do you think of the ending?
Yeah, it was a Wait, you're talking about after the credits, or do you mean the ending when the credits were about to roll?
Like where sort of after, but what do you think of the secret ending at the after as well?
Well, before the credits ends, let's just say, it was a good ending. I mean, people were obviously guessing who would die, and some people might think, oh, this was unexpected. To like some people, I've actually seen like Americans mostly, 'cause obviously the film releases later for them, so they put out like I'm sure other people as well, but like some people put out like, oh, which Suicide Squad members will die first, or which will die and which one will live. they thought Bloodsport was going to be he would die in the finale, but they were wrong.
He's still standing.
And then, you know, Rick Flag, I actually thought he was going to live. I didn't think that would happen.
I was so sad. I was so sad when Flag died.
Yeah, that was, well, definitely one of the most unexpected moments in the film.
In my opinion, that's the worst thing that the Suicide Squad movie could have done, because that kind of like holds off any Suicide Squad movies, in my opinion, in the future, because I'm pretty sure Flag needs to lead the Suicide Squad, in my opinion. He's like the voice of reason between every single piece of chaos. And without him, I think they're going to hold off on Suicide Squad movies for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see another Suicide Squad movie after that one. Like, I want to see Bloodsport and Harley Quinn just absolutely freak out in carnage and blood and just do shit.
Well, we got the Peacemaker series coming up.
Oh no, why does he have to have his own series? He was like the biggest douche nozzle of the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I love John Cena. He's a great person, in my opinion, but the character of Peacemaker, he's kind of like the Boy Scout who always is like a two-faced bitch.
Yeah, right. Well, it's already been 37 minutes. Let's move on to positive and negative opinions. What's your positive thoughts, Robert? Opinions?
Positive, it was a great movie, definitely worth the watch. It promised and delivered. Positive, I loved seeing the special effects of Bloodsport's guns, because it looked like nanotech. Sort of like the same thing they did for Iron Man's suit in Infinity War and Endgame. Like, it built itself up without any special modifications. It like knew what to do, like smart tech. I loved how King Shark turned out. He was funny, he was stupid, he was dumb. He was just so like a lovable character. Definitely one of the best movies I've seen in the last couple years, I have to say. So James Gunn, I think that's his name. I would give you not 5 stars, but 20 stars, because each one of those stars is worth the watch 10 times over.
Yeah, I agree.
Negative, you killed off Captain Boomerang. Where are we going to get the stereotypical Aussie thing from?
Yeah,
Not really a negative, just a side note, but what was with that ending? Like, rats killed Starro, a celestial star alien who can literally enslave an entire planet and control it from light years away. Like, they were killed by plague-bringing rodents. Not really a negative, it was kind of funny and comedic at the time, but that was just really where I just got weirded out. I was like, what the fuck? It looks cool, but why? It looked beautiful and somewhat gory.
My positive thought.
And it kind of put me off seafood for a while, so that's a negative.
My positive. Sorry, you.
I'm finished. I just cannot picture fish and chips for about a week or so.
My positive thoughts and negative thoughts. Well, my positives, well, almost everything, to be honest. It was just everything that I imagined and, just pictured. It was, it was more than I thought. Like, violence, gore and all that. Like, that was quite intense. Unexpected, but it was awesome, nonetheless. Negatives aren't really... Captain Boomerang, I wish he lasted longer. I wish he was, maybe in the finale at least. With, Starro and stuff. I wanted to see what he would do. What he would do, and, also, I wish I see what, Weezer would do if he survived until the finale, which probably wouldn't have happened anyway. But...
Like, he's a giant rat, basically.
but yeah, overall as a film, it's just honestly, yeah, like you said, it was one of the best movies I've seen in quite some time. To be honest,
Yeah,
especially
definitely.
during these shit times as well. Like, well, it's definitely so far the best movie I've seen during these fucking depressing times. Um, um, do you agree, or do you think there's something else that's better than?
Suicide Squad is definitely on the top of the movie pedestal I've watched in at least the last 3 years.
Yeah. Well, Joker's included, I think.
Actually, no, they go hand in
Yeah,
hand, in
yeah,
my opinion. Like, you can't have one without the other. Like, Joker is something. It's like an entire religion in the DC universe. Like, the Joker has always been a thing, so you can never top the Joker. But this came
yeah.
close.
It's pretty close on that. Both those films.
Pretty damn close, mate.
Yeah. Um. So, yeah. No, the only negative I would really say. I mean, yeah, I know you put it as a side note, but Captain Boomerang. I wish he could have stayed longer. Well, lived longer.
My side note was why did Starro die to
Oh
rats?
right. So that was your negative
Like,
then.
my side note is not really a negative. It's not really a negative. Not, no, I'm perfectly fine with how Starro died,
No, I'm
but
talking about Captain Boomerang.
but yeah, my
Yeah.
negative was Captain Boomerang died, but you said I put it as a
Oh
side
right.
note. I was just correcting. Sorry.
Um. Yeah, that was a little bit annoying. I wish he would have lived longer. And done some more shit. But
The one thing I would have said is if they didn't save Weasel, they could have just had like Captain Boomerang waking up and say, "Man, I gotta lay off the whiskey" or something. Like have that like a joke at the end.
yeah, I can't really think of any negatives to be honest. I know there probably is something, but I can't really think of any right now. Um,
Neither can I. It's just such a good movie. It's just that
yeah.
good of a movie.
Um, well, positives like I think the acting is great. I mean, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn as always is just awesome.
I think she's born to play that role. It's like there's never been a Harley Quinn quite like
Yeah.
hers.
Um, I mean, yeah, everyone did a really good job as all their roles. Um, obviously Harley Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn to, um, John Cena I guess is a Peacemaker. You got Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. You got Michael Rooker who plays Yondu in Guardians. Who does he play again?
It begins with an
Oh, I wanna have a
S.
look.
Savant. I think it's
Savant.
Savant.
Okay, well, I'll just give that one. Um,
Flulu Borg. He did a great part of playing
yeah,
Javelin.
all of them did great. Sadly, we obviously the first people, the first group, most of them died. I wish they had more of a. But obviously, it is what it is.
Team 1 died, but Team 2
Yeah.
survived.
Yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, we should probably get to the rankings. So the rankings. What's your ranking out of 1 to 10, Robo? Robert.
9.5.
9.5. I'm probably gonna say, yeah, either 9 or 9.5. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say a solid 9.
Yee!
I'm not. There's no reason why I didn't put the 0.5 on there. It's just that I don't know.
My reason I didn't go to 10 is because they killed off Boomerang.
So wait, so is that why if they did if they let Boomerang?
If they kept Boomerang and had like an end credit scene with him like doing a weird joke like, Man, that's not. I'm not drinking for the next couple weeks. If like had like a weird Aussie joke at the end, I would have put it at like a 10.9.
10.9.
Like if they kept Boomerang, it would have been past 10. I mean, it's just such a good movie, but why did you have to kill off the Aussie?
Right, so, obviously I'm 9, Robert's 9.5. Is there anything else we should talk about the movie then? Like, anything that, kind of...
Why do you think they kept Weasel alive?
I don't know, just for a joke, 'cause obviously as he died at the... well, as they thought he died...
He had the worst death. He had the worst death and the worst experience in... Well, he had technically the best experience in this mission. Like, he may still have that bomb in his head, but Waller thinks he's dead. Like, he's home free, unless... You don't think those bombs have, like, vital detectors in them? Because Waller could just blow up his head as soon as if she finds out.
Also, seeing TDK's detachable arms was pretty weird as well.
It was weird, but it would have been way cooler if they gave him guns or something. Like have one gun like half a mile one way on the battlefield, have the other one. He could just like snipe people off.
Yeah.
And he drank a very old soda that's been discontinued for a while in America, Mr. Pibb.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen like critics' reviews and stuff. The first well after I went to go watch the movie, I saw the rankings on like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb had the first ranking was 8.5, and now it's at 7.9. And then Rotten Tomatoes had it at 100, I believe, at the start, and then now it's at 96 or 97. But as obviously it's being released today, I bet it's gonna go up as the American audience is able to watch it, because other parts of the world are able to see this, but then it's kind of weird, because obviously you expect the Americans to get the first screening first, and then we would be able to get it. Yeah,
Definitely.
but I mean, I guess we're lucky.
God bless the Queen.
So yeah, that yeah.
Do you want to do the outro, or is there
I'm
still
not sure
stuff
if there's
left?
anything else to say except that it was just a
great movie. Definitely a 5 stars on my side of the plate.
yeah, it was.
That's it for me, really. That's it for me.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the.
Want to do the outro quickly?
That, some like, for example, like The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. That was me just saying. I mean, I guess you could wait until the DVD or Blu-ray comes out, but for this is literally get off your ass and go see this movie right now.
Get off your fat ass, speed down to Tesco's, pick it up.
Pick what up?
The DVD.
I'm talking about when it's
out.
in cinema now.
Oh, I'm talking about when it comes out on DVD. I'm gonna like literally either pre-order it or just speed down the road or speed run down there.
Yeah, we better end it there because it's almost been an hour, so it's 48 minutes, 49 minutes. So yeah, well,
do you want to end it here, because I think we might be just running out of time here, mate.
Yeah, this is I mean this is worth doing, wasn't it? Like,
definitely the longest review I think we've done so far.
Well, there was a lot to talk about, wasn't there? Like,
it's
the
a
best
great
movie I've seen this
what
year,
can we say?
and one of the best movies I've seen in quite some time. Yeah, so thank you, Robo, for joining me as always.
Happy to be here. Love the movie. I'll do it again if you need me.
Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this movie review of The Suicide Squad, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notifications bell so always get notified from next videos. Comment below if there's any films that we should review and well go watch and review, or either any games that I might be able to play or whatever. Just anything on the channel related that you want me to do. There's something else I'm going to say. Oh yeah, go watch this movie right now. If you're able to, obviously. You should be able to, because obviously it's released everywhere now, isn't it, I believe? Or what? I was just saying that it's available everywhere in the world to watch it, isn't it, now?
It's definitely available in America
I'm pretty
today,
sure it's available
I believe.
everywhere. So if it is, go get off your ass and go watch it right now. Like,
Speed down, slingshot yourself out of your bed into the window, and go get in your car and just run through a daycare and just go get it.
yeah, right. Yeah, we're gonna end it there. So, as we said, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, as always. And yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I guess we'll either see Robo in his next video or in the next video that we'll do together. I don't know.
I am planning videos. It's just getting the time to do them.
Alright, so we'll see you guys whenever we can. So see ya. Bye bye.
Peace out.